In times of desperation, people will believe what they want to believe. And so, we gave them what they wanted to believe.
This looks promising.
Pleasure to meet you.
You ready to get this game going again?
Welcome to the celebration.
I'm having a good time with you. I'm telling you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. If you're a fan of the Great British Bake Off, HBO Max is placing bets you'll like the Great Pottery Throwdown. The upcoming show seeks to find Britain's best home potter. Each season of the series follows 10 potters as they forge fantastic creations in a competition-style format. At the conclusion of each episode, one potter faces elimination after the judges' scrutiny and review for the chance to become Potter of the Week. Good luck with that show. Well, it turns out Rob Lowe narrowly missed out on starring in one of the most iconic Hollywood films of the 1980s, Footloose. Lowe was lined up to play the lead role of Ren McCormack. Lowe was lined up to play the lead role that ultimately went to Kevin Bacon, but was ruled out after blowing out his knee during the dance audition.
So, I like to think that in some small way, Kevin Bacon owes me a lot because I auditioned for Footloose and made it all the way to the dance auditions.
Yeah.
And you know, you had to practice for like 2 weeks. It was a big dance, and it was to of all things, a Styx song. I think called "The Best of Times." It's the worst song ever to dance to.
God.
And at the end, and I'm not really a dancer, but I took it really seriously. I really wanted that part. I knew that movie was going to be
So it was
huge.
down to you and Kevin and maybe a few other people, wasn't it?
Well, we didn't know who it was down to, but there
Right.
were about 25 of us in the audition, and the dance audition ended with a big running jump to your knees, slide across the floor, and I blew out my ACL. I left the Footloose dance audition in an ambulance. But it was one of the first times I really realized that Hollywood isn't exactly a bastion of truth. Was when the producers came up to me and said, "Don't worry about it. You did great. We've decided we're not going to hire an actor anyway. We're just going to hire a dancer." 48 hours later, high on morphine, I read that Kevin Bacon got the part.
It's time for Things I've Learned from Seinfeld.
I have to tell you that I did get some very exciting news recently, and I don't know if I should really tell you exactly what it is because it's really not a definite thing yet. Well, I will tell you what I do know so far. According to the information that I have in the envelope that I received, it seems that I may have already won some very valuable prizes. Well, thank you very much. Well, thank you, that's very nice to hear that, but in all honesty, I have to say, I didn't even know I was in this thing. But according to the readout, it looks like I am among the top people that they are considering. And, you know, that annoys me about sweepstakes companies. They always tease you with that you may have already won. I'd like once for a sweepstakes company to have some guts. Come out with the truth. Just tell people the truth one time. Send out envelopes. You have definitely lost. You turn it over, giant printing. Not even close. You open it up, there's this whole letter of explanation. Even we cannot believe how badly you've done in this contest.
That's it for Things I've Learned from Seinfeld.
Someone who works in the White House cafeteria has tested positive for the coronavirus. Trump isn't affected, though, since he eats only endless buckets of KFC. Washington has temporarily changed its name to the Washington Football Team. They also announced their new mascot. Well, you know it had to happen, and now Houston is home to Texas's first drive-through strip club. Yeah, I'll have mine with everything, please. Ohio is the latest state to require the wearing of face masks. I think we know what the hot Christmas gift will be this year. New survey says we're washing our hands more than we did before coronavirus. I'm such a clean freak, I have a bar of soap for each finger. New study says office employees need some sort of vacation or break every 43 days, which is, coincidentally, how often Netflix refreshes its movie and TV library. Time for Nobody Gives a F***, Some dude in Germany admitted to stealing hundreds of pairs of ladies' underwear because he likes to wear them for work. Psychologists who questioned the thief said he's clearly a man who doesn't know right from thong. Hey, Victoria's Secret. Nobody gives a Survey reveals 80% of married people lie to their partners about spending, and the other 20% are lying. Hey, marital bliss. Nobody gives a And Led Zeppelin co-founder Jimmy Page says he doubts the band will ever tour again, but if they do, expect the show to start no later than 4 p.m. Hey, Led Zepp, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.